Well, hello, beautiful sisters. Come on into the kitchen. I'm Veronica, Rosa, your emotional wellness and life coach. Welcome in to my new followers, my new friends. I've been traveling, passing out my business cards. I'm on the hustle. And so, welcome to my show. It's Cooking with Purpose. Every day, well, every weekday, Monday through Friday, I come live at 5 p.m. Eastern Time to cook with purpose. Before I start getting cooking with purpose, I do a little mini life coaching on different areas of our lives. Monday is our money mindset. Tuesday is our physical wellness. Wednesday is love and relationships. Thursday is emotional regulation. And then Friday is manifesting our dreams into reality. So the first 20 minutes or so is life tips on how to start shifting your abundance mindset. I encourage you to get a journal and start journaling and reflecting because it's about taking your power back instead of waiting for systems and people to help you. This is your opportunity to start reflecting and seeing what belief systems no longer serve you and start detoxing what no longer serves us physically, emotionally, and mentally, and start adding in more thoughts and products and emotions that are positive, uplifting, that opens up opportunities of abundance and to turn your dreams into reality. And so, welcome into the kitchen. Today is Physical Thursday. Today I'm gonna go over five. Today I'm gonna go over five habits that changed my life and changed my mindset. So welcome into the kitchen. Come on in. Don't be shy. Have a seat at the table. I expect this show to be about an hour long, 20 minutes of life coaching, and then the rest cooking with purpose, cooking something that's healthy, nutrient packed, but most importantly, easy and delicious so that we can stay on track. And then, oh wow, I just shift this whole table. And then we'll close off with a powerful angel message. So, again, welcome back, beautiful souls, to Cooking with Purpose. I'm Veronica Rosa, your emotional wellness and life coach. And today is all about nourishing your body and protecting your peace. That is the ultimate goal, is peace. With peace and love, self-confidence, everything else just magnetized to you. If you ever struggled with staying consistent with food, feeling overwhelmed by diet cultures, by fad diets, this is not a fad diet. This is learning how to eat healthy, naturally nutrition packed meals that are easy to cook and delicious. So, if you don't know where to start, this episode is for you, girlfriend. So come on in. Let's go ahead and talk about five nutrition habits that changed my life and, most importantly, my mindset. Because once you change your mindset, your belief systems, everything else will begin to shift in all areas of your life. So if you see there the little circle, that's my logo. That is the circle of life. Let me pull this up. This is the circle of life, and so this is what makes us, this is what builds us. We have physical health, our health, our creativity, our social wellness, our relationship wellness, our finances, occupation, our education, home environment, home cooking, spirituality, and overall joy. So that is the circle of life. If you scan the QR code, it will take you to my website, vitalityvalueswellness.com, and you can get started with your free habit tracker, which we will be discussing today. And you can see a picture of the habit tracker there on the left. 90 days to shed and shine, girlfriend. So that is the the circle of life. And once we begin to shift our mindsets, everything else in your life and the circle of life will also begin to shift in your favor. So these are the boundaries that I set with myself and the discipline that I developed to feel energized, confident, and connect to my body. And so definitely you'll want to have a journal because again, it's about you reflecting on your truth, your belief systems, your thoughts, your patterns, your everyday patterns, and start holding yourself accountable. It's not about shaming yourself or feeling rejected or disciplined. It's about awareness because awareness is power, and when you have that power to be mindful of your thoughts, your patterns, your actions, then you begin to manifest what you truly desire in life. So let's go over nutrition habit number 1. Create non-negotiables. So self-discipline begins with clarity. I made a short list of non-negotiable habits that support my physical and my emotional health. Now, if you don't know my story, I suffer with anxiety and depression, insomnia, to name the least. And my son struggled with ADHD. So it was very emotional behavioral issues that got me into eating healthy. Once I began to eat healthy, actually we began to eat big plates of food. So it wasn't about quantity, it was about quality. I thought if I just had a little snack size candy bar in the morning and a day at night, that I would lose weight. That'll be less is more. And actually that was a belief system that was not serving not just my physical health but my mental health. So once I started making these small little daily habit changes, I actually began. So the first one is, one of my very first non-negotiable habits to support my physical and my emotional habits is avoid consuming more than 30 grams of added sugar a day. So that become mindful and aware and looking at, like, even this. You see this, you think, oh, it's a trail mix, it's nuts, it's healthy. And I started eating them, the whole bag. But then once I started looking at the labels, at the ingredients and the nutritional labels, I noticed that there is includes 6 grams of added sugar per 1/4 cup. So it's in the cranberries, so that the cranberries can be sweet. They added sugar to it. So now that I know that, I I take the cranberries out to the side unless I haven't had. So now I'm in the habit of, I don't eat candy, I don't eat sugar, I'm not eating bread, I'm not eating pasta, I'm not eating rice. That's just me. I stepped it up a notch. You're not expected to do all that. You can still eat all that and lose weight, girlfriend. But one of the first things you have to eliminate for sure is avoid consuming more than 30 grams of added sugar a day, because your natural insulin was like dump trucks. The dump trucks is dumping out the trash, the sugar. And so our body only has enough dump trucks to take out 30 grams of added sugar a day. So if we consume more than 30 grams, that starts adding up in our body and consuming like a dump site. And we start getting inflamed, lethargic, we start slowing down, mood swings. And so we really want to avoid consuming more than 30 grams of added sugar. So if you download your free habit tracker, that's, you can see it on the side, go to vitalityvalueswellness.com, and there's a free habit tracker, and I'll start sending you daily emails to remind you, okay, you to do this, do that. And we're gonna go over my top negotiables, which I don't. So there's only about 6. Is avoiding consuming more than 30 grams of added sugar a day, avoid alcohol, avoid fast foods, avoid carbonated drinks, avoid smoking, and if I'm really, really like in my health streak, adding at least 30 minutes of physical activity a day. That will really jumpstart. So just the first 5, avoiding sugar, alcohol, fast foods, carbonated drinks, and smoking, just those 5 non-negotiable habits will, and if you stay consistent for the first 21 days, you will notice a drastic change in your appearance. You can lose weight at least 10 pounds in 21 days. And then you just start adding from there. If you start, and then you start going to the gym, you start adding muscle. Maybe you won't see a shift in the weight, but you'll definitely feel and look more fit, and you'll feel it in your clothes and how you look. So again, this is not about being perfect, because trust me, if you look at my daily habit tracker, It's not all green because I marked mine green or red. Yes, I did it. No, I did not. And so the first quarter, all of the physical activity was all in red. And I'll have days where I do drink alcohol. And then some months I drink more alcohol than the other months. But it's becoming mindful and aware of my habits and then stepping it up a notch. Last weekend we went to Florida. I had fun with my husband, and I wanted to have fun and indulge and go to the dance club, and I wanted to have a drink. But instead of having beer that's full riddled with gluten and makes your body bloat, and I don't, I'm working on uh, snatching that waist, girlfriend. The summertime is coming up. So instead of drinking beer, I chose an alcohol that's a little bit healthier. So this is Cabernet Fit Vine, a red wine, zero sugar, zero gluten, and but red wine also has more alcohol. So, you know, red wine, vodka, tequila, that would be healthier drinks. And but you have to make a mindful and a conscious decision where you out in life with your alcohol. At one point I could not handle my alcohol because I did not know how to regulate my emotions. And so now I am mindful and aware of my emotions, and I can catch myself. But before, whew, I drink that tequila and I'd be on the roof dancing on the flagpole, getting in trouble. I got DUIs, and sometimes some alcohols that gets to the point of your brain that prevents you from reacting and thinking in logic. And so for me, tequila is an absolute it's an absolute non-negotiable. I do not drink tequila. So I could drink vodka with Diet Coke or sugar-free mixer like cranberry, sugar-free cranberry. That, and if they don't have sugar-free cranberry, then I will go to a Diet Coca-Cola. But those are, couple times every 90 days. And so it's not, I got the money, I got the free time, I got the husband who likes to drink. If I wanted to, I could be sitting here, I could be drunk right now if I wanted to. But I have more value, I have more self love, I have set discipline that has led me into my purpose in life. And for that, I am avoiding alcohol. And because alcohol bloats you. And so since right now I'm really working on my physical health, my physical wellness. I know that my birthday and summer's coming on, and so I try to say no. I'm gonna drink for a special occasion, or not that you have to drink for a special occasion, but I'm gonna drink when we're over there on that cruise boat, on the booze boat. Save it um, for special for spe- I hate using the word special because I don't like to associate drinking with the celebration, but save it for those days that you're gonna be with other people who are drinking, and you can bond with them. Avoiding fast food. At first, that one used to be a hard one because that's all I ate was fast food. Nowadays, more than 10 years later since I first started these habits, now it's super easy. The other day I did go to Wendy's and I had a fast food burger. I skipped the fries, and blah, it was salty. I just wanted the greasy burger, but it had no flavor. And so it takes 90 days for your taste buds to change. So give it time. As we build every day, you build these habits of avoiding fast foods and eating natural foods. I'm going to teach you how to cook natural whole foods that with spices and herbs that give it flavor, and your taste buds are going to change. And when you go back to eating even a candy bar or a hostess cupcake or some of those old habits that I've let go, and sometimes I think, oh my god, I'm craving a hostess coho or whatever, and then you eat it, you're gonna notice that you'll even Hershey's chocolate used to be my favorite chocolate. Now when I eat it, I can taste the chemicals in it. I could taste all the other stuff in it, and so it's not that same anymore. So it will become easier. It's like going to the gym and lifting weights and building a muscle every day that you avoid sugar, avoid alcohol, avoid faster, it's going to become easier and easier to stay away from them. And then you start learning you start having your to go drinks, your new habits that they're just it's a way of living. So it's not a crash diet, it's not a fad diet. It's a lifestyle that you're building, a new lifestyle that we're building. Avoiding carbonated drinks. Also, that was one of the very first ones I started. When I would go to the restaurants, we would get a meal and order our soda. And I just started avoiding just cutting off the soda. And I started to see how much money we were saving just by saying, no, I'll take a glass of water. And it sounds so boring, but think about the value of water. H2O, one hydrogen, two oxygen. That means when we're drinking water, we're putting oxygen into our bodies. When that's making us thrive, it's like a flower. We just start growing. We think clear. It makes our digestion run smoothly. And so, water, you got to think about the benefits. We've been trained or disconnected from the benefits of natural foods. And so this is what I love to teach and share and get you back on track, going back to the way back, our naturopathic ways, natural healing. And then avoid smoking. I used to be a real big smoker. I used to be a real big vapor, and so that one was another one that was really hard for me. But over the years, now I don't smoke. Actually, I do smoke sometimes. Like I'll have one cigarette if I'm drinking, but again, that's like maybe one every quarter, every 90 days or so. And so, but still being mindful and aware. And sometimes when I do smoke, that all of a sudden I start throwing up. I get sick. My body saying, I don't want this. So then you're like, I don't. It's not as good as I remember it to be. But those five habits, just those five habits right there, that's going to boost your endocrine system. Your endocrine system is your hormones. And your hormones affect your emotions and how you show up, your energy level, how you heal, how you digest your food, how you retain water and all that. And so this is a pH strip. This is a test. They're like little strips that you pee on, and you can test your pH level. The average American has a very high acidic diet due to the foods that we're eating and the sodas and the coffee. And so if you buy some of these, only like $7 or $8 on Amazon. You pee on the strip and then you measure where you're at, and you'll want to be in a range of between 5 and 7. And a lot of Americans are lower than 5, meaning that you have a very acidic body. Your pH level is very acidic, and it's harder for you to heal. It's harder for you to digest. It throws your hormones off balance, and so on and so forth. And so at least starting off with these five habit trackers, that's gonna help put your pH level into balance, bring it up to where you want it in the middle, especially if you're drinking more spring water versus soda and those fruit juices. So those are my five nutrition. No, those are my five, and then adding the six, going to the gym for your habit, adding at least 30 minutes of physical activity daily, and that will definitely get your metabolism going. Again, helping with your pH level. We get our metabolism going. We put our endocrine, our hormone system in balance. Our emotions would also fall into balance, and then we have more clarity, and we become more mindful of our thoughts and how we're reacting, and we have build stronger muscles to be able to set boundaries and self-discipline. And by doing that and seeing that in those 90 days, all of a sudden you build self-love and self confidence. And then that starts flowing in other areas of your life, like your money mindset, love and relationships, living in and with purpose. So these boundaries help me stay consistent without overthinking. So if I don't, I've been using this formula for about 10 years now. But in the last 6 years, I created a journal and I really been habit tracking. And ever since I did that, my life has changed for the better. I went from being overweight, depressed, sad, with no job, no finances, being a doormat, my husband asking for a divorce, me being super toxic and overindulging in alcohol because I was emotionally distraught. So just by making those 6 habit changes will change your whole life, and holding yourself accountable through with the habit tracker. So, nutrition habit number 2. My nutrition habit number 2 is I stopped pleasing people, and especially stop people pleasing with food. Setting boundaries isn't just about saying no, it's about saying yes to your wellness. And again, that one was a hard one because it was, especially when you're in a relationship or you're dating or you have, even if you're like with your mom, your sister, or whatever, sometimes when we deviate from what our norms, culture and cultural norms, and you say, no, I'm not gonna drink today. Oh, you think you're better, or no, I don't want that cake, and so there is some effect of feeling that you're better than them, and the criticism, and there's guilt that comes that gets involved with that. So I had to stop eating what others wanted me to eat just to avoid conflict. And over this weekend, when we went to Florida, yesterday I shared the story. It was the perfect story. Is that we were avoiding fast food. So we'll go to like a nice sit-in restaurant. We went to a Colombian restaurant and they had a special and then the menu, right? And my husband was like, "What's your special?" And the special had like 3 different plates. It had like all this food and it was like 13.99. He's like, "Oh, I'm getting that." He's like, "You see, you get the special, you get all this food." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." But I'm looking at all the food. It was rice, red meat, it had corn. It was good food and maybe healthier food. But for me, my blood type is type A. My body does not digest red meat. Plus, I was on day 46 of a 90-day detox. I'm trying to snatch that waist. He's not worried about snatching his waist. And so in the past, I would have been like, "Oh yeah, just give me the cheapest meal." Not this time. I was like, no, let me look at the menu. I looked for chicken breast with cilantro, salsa, and there was mashed potatoes, which was better than French fries. So that's what I chose. I did pay a little bit more. And when they brought me my plate, the mashed potatoes was loaded with cheese on top. So I ended up not eat because I really, really want to snatch the weight. So for me, for my blood type, it's better to avoid potatoes too, because it's just basically gonna keep me even. It's not gonna make me gain weight. It's just gonna keep me even, and I'm trying to lose weight. So, but I still wanted to eat that. So it's not about being all perfect and not and restricting yourself. It's limiting yourself, being mindful and aware. So I ate all of the chicken breast, the salad, and then half of the potatoes. And the waiter was like, "Oh, you didn't like the cheese and the potatoes?" I was like, "Yeah, I like those delicious. Just I'm on a diet. I'm watching my figure." And I did it without feeling guilty of I paid for it, I have to eat it all. I ate what satisfied me, what filled me up, and I left what no longer what I no longer needed. I didn't eat it just because I paid for it. So that's a shift in your money mindset, girlfriend. Yes, girl, make that shift in your money mindset, and money will begin to not your money mindset will not just show in what you buy and your finances, but it'll also show in your self-love, your boundaries. You're setting your boundaries and the way you communicate and all the other areas in your life. So I stopped letting guilt guide my plate. And discipline is honoring my body even when it's uncomfortable. So it was kind of a little uncomfortable saying no to the cheaper meal, the special meal, and picking something more and leaving a little bit behind and paying more for it. But I honored what my body needed and I felt good. I felt great after I had a delicious meal and I didn't feel guilty. So nutrition habit number 3 I meal prep with purpose. So meal prepping became my love language to myself. It's not perfection. It's just with purpose. And so every week I create a seven dinner meal plan. So and I create a smart grocery list. And every week on Tuesdays I'll go grocery shopping with purpose. Stick to my meals. I pre I make I prepare for 7 dinners, and then breakfast is only gonna be eggs. We can do like a vegetarian egg, zucchini, mushrooms, onion and peppers for extra flavor. But honestly, like for me, I really like just the old school 3 eggs with salt and pepper. For me, that's delicious. But for my husband, I'll add more. But for breakfast, that's all I have is eggs, and so then I get eggs, coffee, cream, stevia, and then for snacks, I'll get trail mix, and some fruits, and have that as our little snacks or whatever. And for lunch, I always have leftovers from the night before, so I'll keep that. So it's a very simple and easy meal plan. I'm just planning, okay, for the next week, what am I going to eat? Create my grocery list and go and just get that list and stick to it. And having 7 easy to make delicious dinners that are nourishing and aligned with my physical goals gives me the energy that I need to thrive throughout the week. So discipline makes it sustainable. Boundaries made it sacred. And so a lot of times I also hear that buying organic is so expensive. But if you go with we shift that money mindset, and then we go with create that meal plan and just go for 1 week at a time. For my husband and I, the week before the this yeah, today I went grocery shopping. I only spent like $60 because we're gonna be leaving again on Thursday to New York. We're gonna take a trip to New York. So I still had a little bit of groceries left that I'm gonna finish off that's in the refrigerator and the freezer. And so, but a week that I made a whole bunch of like organic, full plates, meals. I spent like the most that I spent was $190 and dividing it by the meals, which ends up being 35 meals. Because I personally eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 7 days, and my husband eats breakfast and dinner for 7 days. So it ends up being 35 meals. So $190 divided by 35 meals ends up being like $5.50 for nutrient packed healthy meal. And so discipline makes it sustainable. You can do it. And I already have the meal plans for you. If you want to me to share that with you, I can share that with you. Just go to your local grocery store, your Walmart, get your organic foods, stick to your meal plan, and you're gonna start seeing that you're gonna start having more, you're gonna start thriving in many physically, emotionally, and mentally. So nutrition habit number 4. I track how food makes me feel. This changed everything. I do not count calories. I refuse to. I haven't, and I will not. I do count. I do count sugar. I count the sugar, and I look at the ingredients and what it is that I'm eating. But I track my daily habits, and with my daily habit tracker, I also take note of my energy levels. I notice not just how is the food making me feel, and what kind of energy what kind of energy I have through the food that I'm eating. I also will correlate it to the time of the month. Is it a full moon? Is it a new moon? Is it my menstrual cycle? I realize that a lot of us women do not have a regular menstrual cycle due to birth control. And birth control throws our hormones off, but we still internally go through the hormones. And so it's very important that you also become aware, not just, oh, I ate bread or I ate rice and today I noticed that I'm sluggish, but also pay attention. Hey, is it your time of the month? Because maybe it's that. For me, I suffered with depression for such a long time, and was on antidepressants, and that caused it was like a domino effect to other, caused me to gain weight, and I was on weight pills, and then I did anxiety and then insomnia, and so it caused me to a domino effect into other medications, and it wasn't healing and it wasn't helping, and it just was getting me stuck in this revolving door of prescription medications and addiction and all that. But once I started becoming mindful of my menstrual cycle, because I was not getting a menstrual cycle due to birth control, but when I started becoming aware of the patterns, the time of the month, I started to notice, oh, around the full moon is when my energy is low, I'm crying, I want a bag of chips, I'm craving foods, I want to fight and take off to Mexico. And then I got rid of the birth control, and now I have a regular menstruation, and it's around the same time, about the full moon. And so now I am mindful and aware, and I realize, okay, it's just these 2 weeks that I'm PMSing. I do not need to go eat the bag of chips, slice somebody's, and take off to Mexico. I just need to become mindful and do some self-care this week and eat a little bit more, drink a little bit more water, and so on and so forth. So become mindful and take track of how certain foods uh, are shifting your energy level, how your digestion, if you're going to the bathroom, what is your digestion? It looks like when you eat certain foods. You can also do a check your blood sugar. I am not diabetic, but you can go get this. You can get a starter kit for $20 at Walmart. It comes with a little poker, a little needle thing to poke you. It comes with strips, A1C strips, and a little timer or a little meter. And so I will constantly check myself if I'm feeling like my blood sugar right now. I know it's really really good because I've been like on 5 6 months now avoiding sugar, so and carbs and all that. So but take your power back. Don't just wait to go to the doctor and the doctor tell you, oh yeah, your blood sugar is it's way over the limit. Here, drink this pill. Is That's not going to help. We start to become mindful and aware of what we're consuming before it gets to that point where we have to have professional medical prescription medication and so on. Another thing to measure and to take accountability and to be mindful aware of is your hydration. I know that I'm constantly drinking water all day, every day, and I feel like I have to be 100% hydrated. It is so hard to get to hydrate your body. So I actually bought myself a body composition scale. It's like a scale, like to weigh your body, your weight to weigh yourself. But it was only $40 on Amazon. You take your shoes off, you can't have a pacemaker or anything like that. And it's going to calculate how much water, how much fat, how much is your bone, gives you your BMI. And so I love this skill. So this I've been using it in the last 30 days to see my hydration. I was super tired and sluggish. My hydration was like in the low 40s, which is very weak. That means that your metabolism is slow, and your metabolism is slow. You're not burning fat, you're lethargic. It's like your body's shutting down. And so by being able to see that, it's a motivator for me to keep drinking water, add lemon or Himalayan salt to your water to help your body absorb and really hydrate you. First thing, you go to the hospital and you're super sick, but they give you an IV, and it's salt water. So it's what is sodium? I can't even forget the name of it. It's the IV, I'm not gonna spend time trying to figure it out. Let's go on to the next one. The next one is also measure, track when you're eating, you're checking your habit tracker. Also take an accountability your moods. What is your mood? What is the emotion? For me, I also have another special little gadget. It's in my purse. It's called the Nitovi tracker. It's a little white handheld tracker. It scans you within 2 minutes or less, and it tells you your emotions that are blocking you. And so for me, when it's the time of the month, I can guess, oh, I bet you this oil and that oil that has to do with menstruation and hormones is going to come up, because pretty much I have a very healthy how do you say it? I'm able to regulate. I'm very mindful of my emotions, and so I'm really healthy. If you're like killed your emotions, you don't get triggered, you're healthy. Just supplements will come up on the Itobi scan. If it's a time of the month, stuff essential oils for the time of the month. If it's digestion, things for digestion, or if it's something emotionally triggering, like an emotional trigger, it's gonna say, hey, you have anger, you have jealousy, you have resentment. And so being able to validate your emotions is key, because then you start to become mindful and aware of those emotions, and start reflecting as, where does that belief system comes and how can I change it? And then start practicing affirmations or drinking teas or essential oils to be able to break free. If you need to go to therapy, you go to therapy and you start unblocking that emotion that has you stuck and living your full potential. And then the pH sticks, which I already told you about. This is pH level sticks. You can there's ones for saliva and urine. I just do the urine one. I think you can do both for this one, but it was like $7 on Amazon. And you check your pH level to see where you at, and then you know, oh, okay, I need to drink more water. I need to eat more greens. I need to boost my alkaline level. And so these are little tricks that I use that help me identify the foods that support me and those that drain me, and create boundaries with the ones that don't align with me. A lot of times I'm Latina, Chicana, and a lot of the habits that I had were from culture and society habits. Just because all my friends are doing it, I want to do it too. I was in high school or middle school, and all the cool kids were on the corner smoking. Well, I wanted to be a cool kid too. So there I was, smoking it up, sicker than a dog, like literally throwing up. But I didn't care. I was like, I want to be with the cool kids. So once you start learning about food and the health benefits too, maybe at first you're like, I don't like it. But once you start learning about the health benefits and you see how the rich people eat this stuff and we look skinny and fit and healthy and have pep in our step and living with purpose, then you, okay, well, let me try it, let me push through it. And then our taste buds, our habits start to shift, and then before you know it, it becomes a lifestyle. When I first started my journey into wellness for our emotional wellness. Can't believe it's already been 42 minutes. When I first started my journey into emotional wellness, I started shifting what I was eating, and family members were saying, "Oh, you eat like white people now," and they thought it was because we didn't eat salads and Brussels sprouts and asparagus over there on the border of Mexico. And so I got a lot of judgment, but I had to not feel guilty and eat what other people wanted me to eat. And I started eating what I felt was purposeful for my physical wellness, and not just physical, my emotional wellness. Man, and I learned that I love salads. I love Brussels sprouts and asparagus and stuff like that, that is not normal in my culture or with my society. So this helped me identify the foods that support me and those that drain me, and create boundaries with the ones that no longer aligned with me. All right, so nutrition habit number 5. I stopped rewarding myself with foods. So that's what I was saying earlier with the alcohol. Like, I don't want to say, every time we have a celebration, I don't want to associate alcohol with having to be a celebration, but acknowledge that we use alcohol for celebrations or for bonding, for getting together in creating that bond. And that's why it's very important that you become mindful of the topic that we had last week of identifying your basic needs versus your values, because a lot of times we will deviate from our values of being fit and healthy if our needs are for love and growth and connections are being met. And so, how can you, if you find yourself out of alignment with your values, how can you shift either your energy or the group of people that you're with, so that you are living with purpose, where you're in align with your values, and your needs are being met? And for me, it was setting the boundary, saying no. And at first, like, my husband, when I first started detoxing sugar, my husband's like, sugar, sugar, sugar. And well, for him, he went from, both of us were addicts, but I had years ahead of him where I had stopped the drugs, and then I stopped the sugar. And for him, he had was just leaving the drugs, and his go-to was the sugar. So he wanted to for me to indulge with him with the sugar. And when I would say no, I don't want that, he would personalize it as if I'm saying no, I don't want you. And I had to explain to him, no, I love you. This is fun. It just my taste buds, I don't like it anymore. And once he started practicing the sugar detox, now he understands and he recognizes that our taste buds change and it's not that good. And then we start living more in alignment with each other, eating healthier stuff. And so it is a process. Sometimes you take one step forward and two steps back, but you keep going, and that's just showing you that you are growing. So I stop rewarding myself with foods. Food is fuel, it's not a bribe. I broke the cycle of I deserve this because I'm stressed. And instead of going to the foods, which I did a lot this past weekend, that's one thing I did not overindulge is in sugar and candy. And we were at the mall. I wanted one of those Dubai chocolates, and they're like big old chocolates, and I had it in my hand and I thought about it, but I kept putting it back. And I kept thinking to myself, why do I feel like I deserve this? And what do I really need? What was I want? Is it just a sugar craving? I got a bunch of strawberries. I ate the cranberries and the part of the nuts, and it killed that sugar craving. So journaling is big during this time of the 90-day detox, because you're getting clear with your core needs, your core values, and your mindset. And so journaling what you had, and when you have a tough day, like what is the emotion that's coming up when you're trying to bribe yourself with food. So journaling your emotions and your thoughts. Also, instead of saying, oh, I deserve this Krispy Kreme or whatever it is, say, you know what, I deserve to take a bath, I deserve a pedicure, I deserve a massage. Or tapping into what is the emotion? Why do I feel this way? Maybe it's my time of the month. And so that again, I pull out my Toby scanner, I scan myself, scan my emotions, and make my emotions valid and becoming mindful and aware. And sometimes it's just that becoming validating it with the scanner and saying, oh yeah, is how I feel. That's all I need. And my anxiety goes down. Or, I'll do some aromatherapy or have a cup of tea, eat some lemon or lime, something citrusy to overcome a sugar craving. So, discipline means finding new rewards that are actually going to nourish, that's going to add value, not numb and weigh you down. With that being said, it's time for you to journal and reflect. And I'm going to give you 3 questions to reflect on. Number 1, what food boundaries do I need to set with myself? Number 2, where am I eating from emotions instead of intentions? And number 3, how can I prepare meals that support the woman I'm becoming? And with that, let's anchor in this energy with positive affirmations. Come on in, come on in. Put your eyes on the prize. You are the prize, girlfriend. So if you can look at yourself in the mirror, this works even better. But not just looking at yourself and looking at your eyes, it's actually feeling it in your belly, feeling it in your stomach and in your body. And to let's anchor in these emotions and this energy with these powerful affirmations. I choose food that honor my body and my future. My boundaries create freedom, not restriction. I am disciplined because I am devoted to my growth. Every bite is a vote for the life that I am building. And yeah, and so creating having a vision board also helps you. Okay, when you're having those cravings, ask yourself, does this action align with getting to that vision? Is that vision is losing 10, 15 pounds by the summer? If I eat this whole right now, is that going to help me or get closer or further from my vision board? So having a vision board is also very important as you're journaling. So now let's bring this grounding energy back into the kitchen. Tonight I'm going to cook with boundaries, with nourishment, and with purpose, because the way you feed yourself is the way you love yourself. So let's get cooking with purpose, ladies. Come on. Welcome to Cooking with Purpose. Fill your body and feed your soul. Let's get cooking with purpose to lower A1C, shed unwanted weight, maximize mental sharpness and clarity, boost self expression, boost immune system, build confidence, maintain emotional balance, relieve pain, relieve headaches, cleanse your digestion, and much more. Welcome to Cooking with Purpose, where we fill our bodies and feed our souls. If you are feeling tired, overwhelmed, stressed, or struggling with weight loss, anxiety, or energy crashes, it's time to take back control, starting in the kitchen. Today, we are cooking an easy and delicious, nutrient packed dinner to help boost your metabolism, balance hormones, and fuel your body for success. Whether you are a busy mom, battling cravings, or just looking to feel amazing again, this is for you. Drop a firebomb in the comments if you are ready to cook with me. Let's get cooking, good looking. So, what's for dinner? Let's get cooking, good looking. So, what's for dinner? So, as we're getting cooking with purpose, I want to share that cooking with purpose isn't just about food, it's about freedom. And for me, that freedom started when I began to detox from sugar, alcohol, and everything else that was dimming my light. Back in high school, I started drinking alcohol during school to get through my social anxiety and caffeine pills to keep me up, and that led to more anxiety, more depression, and a vicious cycle of prescription medications and addiction. And years later, I found myself as a divorced single mom, overwhelmed, watching my son spiral from ADHD and thoughts of saying, I just don't deserve to live, and it broke my heart. Around the same time, I had lost our healthcare insurance, and I realized that was going to cost $550 for his Adderall, and that was going to be out of pocket. Not just that, I learned what Adderall really was, another narcotic, and I thought, why am I going to give him that? What is he going to do when he's on his own in college? So also around the same time, had a breast cancer scare, and then hit rock bottom when I got a DUI. Life at the moment was way too much for me to handle, but I realized at that point that our society systems weren't helping me. And I broke down. But that breakdown actually became my breakthrough. And I stopped waiting for systems and for people to save me. And I started studying life, health, our food system, and holistic healing, to say the least. Long story short, I put my son on a 3-day detox. And in 3 days, I saw a whole different child night and day, as if he were on his Adderall without the Adderall side effects. He was happier, more clear minded, he was alive. I loved it. And that's what sparked my journey into wellness. And since then, no more prescriptions, no more problems. We actually began to heal from the inside out with real food, but by setting boundaries. And that brought real love, self love, about health, and about full abundance into our lives. My son and I have been medication free for over 10 years. He's 21 years old now, and it warms my heart. My husband and I we have gone through vicious toxic cycles of ups and downs due to our addiction, but now we're thriving. We're in union with love, with respect. We're running two businesses, including Vitality and Values Wellness, that's helping transforming lives all over the world. And so it all started in the kitchen with a choice of detoxing sugar. So tonight, as we cook together, remember that one nourishing choice at a time can also help you rewrite yours. So let's start cooking. We're gonna make seared chicken breast with red cabbage slaw and a side salad. And I have some Greek yogurt that I'm going to make a homemade ranch dressing, salad dressing. So I already had the chicken breast. I had chicken breast. I butterflied it, and I already added smoked paprika, salt, pepper, thyme. I'm gonna add maybe a little bit of Italian season, a little bit more salt, because I think I didn't put enough salt. And then I'm gonna sear that in the frying pan for 6 minutes each side. And then my side, we're gonna have 2 cups. We're gonna have red coleslaw. Give me a second. And I have cherries and strawberries for dessert. Cooking with purpose, girlfriend. Check out these cherries. Ooh, look at the health benefits of cherries. Ooh, look at the health benefits of red cabbage. It's unbelievable. I can't think of all the details right now, but later on I will put the health benefits of garlic and red cabbage and quinoa and cherries. It's It's incredible. So, red cabbage. I'll peel off the top part. Ooh, and then you should see how beautiful. Once I start adding, I'm gonna add olive oil and it starts becoming like juicy. It leaves like this really beautiful pink color. Okay, so cabbage. When it's that I've it says you can add carrots to it, and I have carrots this time. I did not like the red onions in it. I'm gonna skip the red onion. And then we'll drizzle some extra virgin olive oil and some lemon. I'm gonna put half a lemon. Ooh, my mouth got watery. Add some salt, pepper, and I actually put a packet of stevia, like a little bit of sweet. You could probably do 2 packets. I'm gonna taste it first with one. And my husband likes it with some mayo, so we'll add in some mayo, just a drop, not a lot, and some Greek yogurt. This Greek yogurt from Walmart, oh my God, it's really good. I love it. Greek yogurt is a probiotic. So all of these foods, except for the mayo, is actually healthy. It's adding value. And come on, mayo is always good. So it's not about being perfect, but being mindful. I could shred some carrots if I wanted in here, but I just want to be super easy. This is good enough. You see the pretty pink that it makes, the juice down there? Look how pretty that pink is. I'm gonna do another stevia. It gets sweet today. Sometimes I don't put any sugar in it at all. I don't know what it is that it's missing. Maybe mayo. Giving me that taste. Okay, we'll let it marinate. Let it soften up. There's different recipes. If you like vinegar, you can add vinegar, Dijon mustard. My husband doesn't like the vinegar or the Dijon mustard, so I use the lemon, salt, pepper. It is sweeter today than how I usually make it. Really good. Oh yeah, that's what I needed, the mayo. How pretty the pink. I like it with a little bit mayo. There it goes. Let's put this in the refrigerator. So we got the chicken prepared, the coleslaw prepared. If we want, we can grate a carrot into the um, the coleslaw, but I think we're good. And now let's make the chicken. So on a frying pan, put this in the refrigerator. I'm going to bring you closer. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Turn on the frying pan on a medium heat. Add some olive oil. Drizzle some olive oil. I love the Italian seasoning right now. That's like my thing. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Italian seasoning to my chicken. A little bit of salt. And I just put the timer on for 6 minutes and let's let it sit on medium heat. Do not touch it. Don't move it. Just let it beep. When it beeps, flip it over another 6 minutes. Okay, that needs 4 more minutes. Let's go ahead and make a homemade salad dressing with some Greek yogurt. Okay, what is that recipe? Greek yogurt salad dressing that's detox friendly, waist snatching friendly, full of gut loving probiotics. It's perfect for our leafy green slaw and even as dip for grilled chicken or sweet potato wedges, which I'll make some sweet potato wedges tomorrow, and that will be good for tomorrow. Half a cup of plain Greek yogurt, half a cup. I'm just eyeballing it, but you can use a measuring cup if you want. Okay, half a cup. That looks like more like a cup. Uh, Olive oil, 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. So basically just a drop. Half a tablespoon of lemon juice. 1 clove garlic minced. I like lemon, so I put a little extra. And my garlic, I bought the organic original, not the one that is already minced in a jar, because that one, it has citric acid, which that lowers your pH levels. So by doing it like this, taking the time to peel it, I pre-peeled some and put it in the jar. Now you're getting nutrient packed dinner. So 1 clove garlic. I got this little nifty thing cut off. So now I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna add another small one. And freshly minced garlic. There's a little tab up here that pulls. We'll have 1 more minute on the chicken. So that's the garlic. Says half a teaspoon of dried oregano or Italian seasoning. Let's do the Italian seasoning. I like Italian seasoning. Everything. Dried oregano, Italian season, sea salt, black pepper. And it says if you want, you can add stevia if you want it sweet or honey. I'm not going to do it sweet. So we're making our own ranch dressing or salad dressing. You can add dill, you can add cucumbers. There's different ways. My timer is going. Let me flip the chicken. I'm going to set the timer for 6 more minutes. Taste it. I love how creamy it is. It could use some more salt. And it actually can use some more lemon juice and a little bit more of Italian seasoning. I'm going to add a dash of dill weed. Then put it back in the refrigerator, let it marinate. Delicious dip. Yummy, yummy. Leaving it in the refrigerator for a little bit will let the flavors marinate a bit more. All right. Alrighty. So, I have strawberries and cherries for dessert. I'll wash those and clean them up. And then I have 3 minutes on my chicken. I'm gonna make a green juice to help the digestion, boost the pH level. My green juice, I'm gonna use celery, lemon, cucumber, a green apple. I'm gonna use for the honey bunny, I'm gonna make him a grilled chicken burger or hamburger. For me, I'll eat it without the bread. Look at that bun. Ew. So you could also, I have a scanner called Yuka. You can download the Yuka scanner and scan it to let you know if foods are healthy or good or bad. And also always look at your added sugar. This has 4 grams of added sugar per bun. I have a minute and a half left for my chicken. Make the green juice. We've been drinking green juices for dinner lately. My chicken is ready. I'm going to turn off the stove and put the lid on so that it stays juicy. Half a cucumber. You got it? I'm gonna add just a little piece of ginger. He doesn't like it too spicy, so hi, Poppy. So it's the ginger and a green apple. Almost ready. You're good. ¿Qué más? The lemon. Half a lemon and some water. Let's blend this. Okay, now we have one healthy, nutrient-packed green juice that was easy on the pocketbook. Not going to Jamba Juice or none of those juice places. Make it yourself. Use a blender. Don't extract the fiber. Eat the whole thing. And get eating with purpose. All right. So I got. Do you want yours now, baby, or you want it cold? Your green juice. Cold. Okay. So magnesium. Me too. So I have the stove, the pan going because we're gonna warm up these buns, make it with love, and then prepare our meal. Come on in, get closer. I'm just gonna rub some butter on it. It's hot already. I'm just gonna toast it. That looks like it's made with lots of love. So this is the difference. So there his bun, mayo, chicken breast. This is actually salad from yesterday. You want ketchup on your chicken sandwich? You don't eat ketchup on it? Yeah, we have a ketchup. No to mustard. Oh no, sorry, we don't have ketchup. I thought we had some. A little bit of onion. So there he goes. A nutrient-packed 90-day detox meal for the man. He is not trimming the waist, so he's good with the bun. It's the bread. It's only 4 grams of added sugar. And I know that he's gonna love this dressing so much that he's gonna ask for more salad. One 90-day detox nutrient-packed meal with his green juice. And for more, I am waist training. Gonna snatch that waist for summer, girlfriend. So for me, I'm gonna have chicken. I'm going to have chicken. I'm not gonna do a salad for me. I'm just gonna eat the coleslaw. Chicken and coleslaw. There we go. I had a later lunch, so I'm not that hungry. Simple, easy, delicious, packed of nutrients. dinner for me. You see the steam coming off of that? I'm going to just cut it up, let it cool down so I don't burn my tongue. And before I try this for you, I'm going to do a quick angel card reading for you. Message for you. Message for you. There's a new one. It says exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. Ooh, so it's not just for to boost your endocrine system, your hormone system, but your metabolism, but your manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels. My husband is a very, very high energy level, and because he's like talking in here and there, he opens doors of opportunity. So I could agree with that. It says the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity that so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. Amen. Thank you. Message for you. Message for you. Look at how that flipped over. Bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you in a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy, walk, or hike with your pets, meditate beneath a tree, garden, and sit under the stars, or do some other activity that connects with the limited vastness. So get outside, get into nature. Summer's coming. Enjoy your summer outdoors. One more message for you. Message for you. Pay yourself first. Make yourself the most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self care ensures that you'll be saving to invest in your present and in your future, girlfriend. So, thank you for joining me, Cooking with Purpose. Now, let's try this 90-day detox meal for us women who want to snatch that waist for the summer. No carbs, no bread, no sugar, seared fried chicken breast with red coleslaw, full of delicious seasonings and flavor. I made it sweet this time with some stevia, and even the stevia has health benefits. It's a keeper. It's going in the cookbook, and I'm signing off with the heart. And join me. It's not too late. Get your free habit tracker at vitalityvalueswellness.com. Are you ready to take the first steps to shedding weight, boosting your energy, and transforming your habits? It all starts here. Visit vitalityvalueswellness.com and look for the free habit tracker section. Enter your first name, your last name, along with your email address, and your tracker will be delivered straight to your inbox. You've got this. I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Download now and let's start your journey today. vitalityvalueswellness.com.